Last time on D&D, featuring Adrian Silverstrength, the human paladin, Morsus Firebeard, the hill dwarf cleric, Ragnarok, the Asmir warlock, Safrenia, the high elf cleric, and Don Kanan, the half elf ranger.
So where we left off last time, you guys had been trapped in this dwarven area due to a drow triggering some runes that collapsed the entrance in. And as far as you guys know, that is the only way back out. You had talked to Rex Flamebeard, who was like, yeah, here's the situation. Drow, our king, they're aligned, super crazy, not sure what's going on. Like, civil war is breaking out, and there is a goblin further down. It's called Into the Shadowland, that supposedly knows a cure to the poison, or potentially knows a cure. We sent men out. They haven't come back. You guys went down there, first you guys encountered the Katoa, killed them, took some of their eyeballs, which was good thinking. Moved around, got into a room. You found the ones that probably came down before and never returned, and found the goblin who was like, yes, I need the heart of a troll, heart of a basilisk, eyes of a carrion crawler, 5 shrieker caps, tongue of a hook whore, not a whore, 4 Katoa eyes, ash of magman, pacify spores of a mycoid, and the beak of an owl bear. And you guys were like, cool. So you guys were on your way back, and you got more Katoa eyes, and then on your way back to the goblin, you guys were ambushed by a drow, killed 3 of them, captured one of them ran away, and then that's where we stopped. So you guys are currently in that same room where that weird creature was with the brain and the beak.
Oh, I hate that thing.
Okay. So what I would like to do is, since our captured person is still on the net, I just want to make sure. Is anyone else around me?
Everyone else is currently out in that little field between the cavern where that thing was, and then basically the path that eventually leads to Noran.
Okay.
But combat is ended, so they're free to move back towards you.
Oh, okay. So then, can I yell out to anyone? Would they be able to hear me if I yell out saying, hey,
Yeah.
can I have someone?
Sure.
Alright, so I'd like to have at least one person come here with me to help
assist.
fully, yeah. Because
I
we
make sure
definitely
this
want
thing
to.
is good and tied and secured. Restrained.
Yes, and no hidden items or anything, and if there's any goods, we can take it as well.
Alright.
Can we gag him?
Should we
Yeah, try.
subdue him first, since he's in the net? Just like punch him GTA style, kick everyone surround and kick him until he knocks out, and then
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
But then I guess if we do that, then we would have to wake him up, or otherwise we have to carry him and bring him back to wherever we're taking him, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
We could
I
drag
don't
him.
know if he needs to be unconscious.
Okay. All
We
right.
could
Well then,
interrogate him here.
okay.
Yeah, we could.
Oh,
I can give you a zone of truth.
Yeah, and you do know that he did attempt to poison himself, but your paladin used all his points to prevent the poison from coursing through his veins, and spared him from dying, much to his pissed off dismay.
Alright, so I'll wait until people or one of my party members is closer, and then we'll do an investigation together, or at least one watches the guy. I can watch the guy since I fail at investigation stuff all the time. I can watch and make sure, or we can have maybe more people watch just in case if he's like David Copperfield and does some weird magic trick we don't see.
Okay. So I'm going to ask, who is going to keep him basically restrained in the net? He's now that he knows the poison is not going to work,
Mhm.
he is struggling to get out.
Alright, I can try to restrain him since I have my strength is a +3 to that, and my athletics is 5, so that should help, right?
Yep, so give me an athletics check.
Okay. So exclamation mark, check, and ath. How?
That
How?
is a critical. That is a
But-
critical.
Ah, man, this dice thing, I think you need to get something else, man.
You need dice. Mike, did you touch your screen first? I mean,
No.
So you're trying to restrain him, and like you try to basically like grip it around him,
Mm-hmm.
and just as you let go to get like a tighter hold, he basically kicks the net up, and he's got like an arm out and half of his body out, so he is on his way to get out of that net. Like he's like clawing at the ground. Like as soon as you let go to just get that tighter hold, he was like wham, and then just started crawling out.
Okay.
But he's still like, more than half his body is still technically in the net. 'Cause he didn't roll that high to get out of it. So
am I anywhere
Now,
close
if-
to this, or can I see this at all?
yeah, everyone can now see he's trying to claw his way out of the.
Yo,
I
someone
would-
help
I'm
me!
gonna run over and help. Yeah.
I would like to
Kick
cast
this
a
guy in the
spell.
face.
Can
All
I?
right, what are you gonna cast?
I would like to cast Command.
Okay. What is your DC?
12.
You should. You tell him to command, and basically, even as you're trying to tell him to stop, he is still struggling.
Someone kick him in the face, please. Someone kick him in the face. I'm having a hard time here holding him down. He's almost out. Kick him in the face. Knock him out. Someone knock him out. We will secure him. Alright.
I would like to assist Adrian.
Yeah, I want to run over and assist as well. Grab him.
Alright, so, Adrian can roll a athletics check at advantage.
Okay. And then do I have to do like R2 or whatever, or just do it twice?
Just do it twice. I can't remember what the command is to do it
Okay.
at advantage.
Jeez.
I'm very athletic for a paladin. Just saying.
There you
Thank you.
go.
Thank you.
Can't believe I wasted a spell slot on that.
So he is still struggling to get out of there. Like, you've got a good restraint on him, and like everyone's dogpiling him, but like he's like still halfway out of the net, like
Mhm.
So he's not moving anywhere now. So he's like halfway out, but he's no longer technically moving anywhere because you're on top of him. Like Morsus is trying to hold his legs down.
Okay. Do we have any rope? Oh,
Don's over there kicking him in the face.
we do have rope and stuff, so we can tie his legs first so he can't run away, and then we'll do the.
Yes.
So I know that Don is still holding the rope that I have.
Alright. Time up.
Alright, I'll try to tie him. I mean, half of him's still in the net, right? So if we tie his arms, then he won't be able to struggle to get out of the net.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean he can. I mean it's just like when you tie someone's hands. I mean their arm movement is still there, just not their technical hand movement to do very much.
Hey, is anyone good with acupuncture and just make him like lose the feeling of arms
the
and
neck.
legs or something like that? Yeah.
All right, so go ahead and roll me a athletics check, Dawn Kanan, and it would be at advantage because you do natural 20. You're probably not going to beat that. Go ahead and roll it again. I'd just like to see if you get another natural 20. All right. So with your natural 20, you basically go back to your instinct of being a ranger and how you've basically learned how to capture like wild horses and stuff like that. So you basically just kind of shove Adrian out of the way, jump on his back, wrap the rope around his wrist, pull his arms back, pull his feet up, and basically you hog tie.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So he's now going nowhere, but he is cursing in a language no one here understands unless they speak Underdark.
No Underdark here.
Nope.
So he's cussing in a language no one understands.
We should probably save the zone of truth for when we get him to where we want him to be at, because we're still not in a safe area. So let's check to see what he has on him. Make sure there's nothing. And then we still have to check all the dead bodies too, right?
Yeah, there's 3 dead bodies out in the grass out there.
Alright, I guess I'll do check inspect, right?
Yeah, investigation.
And then this is for the guy that we had just
Point check.
we just tied up. Jeez. This thing hates. I'm not gonna be able to do anything.
Alright. I'll root through him.
I think I found a stick.
It doesn't work, does it?
Explanation point check.
Check.
Space invest.
I think it's a
Every
stick.
time you do it, check.
God, I stuck too. Alright. Is there an
above a 10.
exclamation point reset dice?
So, Safrina, it was high enough that you do find a dagger
Oh.
that is near his ankle.
Oh.
It's out. So he had like a little dagger in his boot, and it's out. So it looks like he was using his dagger before to try to cut the rope.
Give me that!
He was dragged. Okay. You now have a dagger which has some strange runes on it.
Ooh, a dagger with strange runes. Yay. Alright, I'm gonna put that in my inventory.
All right. What would you guys like to do? You now have a restrained, angry drow.
Okay, so since he's restrained, and he can't really move anywhere because he's hogtied, does anyone want to check the dead bodies? And I'll stay with this guy.
Or I'll go check the dead bodies.
Okay. So then, now the real plan is, what are we gonna do with this guy? Are we gonna go back to the goblin place?
That's where you
take
guys
him back?
were headed back because you guys had the eyes, the last
Yeah.
like one eye that you guys needed or whatever from the Katoa.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to pray to my god. Let me find the good stuff. And sing myself.
You're what yourself?
I'm casting guidance on myself.
Okay. So you're gonna go investigate. I'll just go ahead and just do one investigate for all three, and then use guidance. So just do R space D20 plus D4. We'll just go with the first roll because that second roll is pretty horrendous. So you do find you do find the three bodies. They all have, each of them has about 10 arrows. They're all normal. There was only one black oak arrow that was fired and missed. And they each have the same type of dagger that has like some weird runes on it that kind of looks like a black widow.
Any chance I can do a religion check to learn about their god?
Yeah.
Hey,
Black Widows is usually venom, so maybe they're poison daggers.
Morsius, if you can hear me, if you find any daggers out there on the other bodies, try to use it on the dead bodies and see what happens.
So it does appear to be some kind of relic to some god. You're looking at the symbol, and it's not one you're familiar with.
Okay.
You can see like the black widow, and then like the web kind of spirals out, and within the web you can see what looks to be people who are all decayed.
Hey, great.
Oh,
I will
question.
stab a body with a dagger and see what happens.
You stab a body with the dagger, nothing happens. It's chunk. Yeah.
So are these dead guys? Do they have like a specific type of clothing that we can use as a disguise? And if so, we might want to strip them down.
It would only fit at the most two of you. It's gonna be Safrina and Dawn.
That
Drow are very thin and skinny, very lithe type figures.
that might actually work down the line to help us.
Being a half elf, I'm very certain
May
that
as
they would
well,
not confuse me
harvest
with a
the two outfits for them at least.
I mean, if you're looking to disguise, Dawn is not going to be a good person because elves don't have facial hair, and Dawn has facial hair.
Oh, okay.
And
Alright.
also, Safrina, while she may be nice and lithe, she does not have the complexion of a drow.
Okay, well, never
They
mind.
not have hoods?
What's that?
They have hoods on the outfit?
No, they're just like regular like leather armor type outfits.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very useful.
She's like, I don't want to wear other people's stinky outfit.
It's fair.
Ew.
So,
And they're all men too, so
It's offensive anyway.
Right, so
sweaty huevos.
so are we
you
gonna
said they
go?
had
Wait a minute,
daggers?
did you say they're all men?
Yeah, all the ones that you guys fought were men.
So I want to look around for some
I
kind
know
of a long
something.
pole or stick that we can carry this guy with.
I know something,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I don't know if I'm allowed to
Okay.
know it.
You're allowed and not allowed to know.
Yeah, you probably are thinking what I'm thinking. There's a reason why it's all men and the women aren't here.
Mhm.
Yes.
Am I allowed to know
Uh,
that?
No,
Okay.
because you don't know anything about the drow culture.
Okay.
And
But I'm an elf.
So, yeah, but drow in my world, they basically left like nearly at the beginning of time. Most elves know drow exist, but know nothing of them, and they only know they exist because in the very beginning they would come out from the mountains and basically attack for food and then go back, and then they eventually established an entire civilization beneath the mountains and stopped coming out.
Okay.
So their whole culture is pretty much unknown.
What did you say that symbol on that armor looked like?
A black widow.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, Don, do you want to?
I really don't like where this is going. I just want you to know that.
That's why I was telling Morsus. How do you know it's their god? 'Cause I know he knows what it is too.
I don't know.
As a player. Oh, you don't?
As a player, I do. My character doesn't know.
I read.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
as a
what I was saying.
player, I know. As a character, I do not know, and I read too much.
The campaign I'm running is 100% in the Underdark.
Oh, nice.
Gotcha.
So you will for sure know. All right. So Don, you're searching for wood. You said.
Yeah, my idea. I mean, we obviously have to get this guy to wherever we're going, and carrying him is not going to be easy. So I figure if we find a long pole, then two of us can carry him like over our shoulder, underneath his ropes, so that it'll be easier for us to carry him.
That sounds good.
Like you would carry a pig, like a pig roast, you know?
Yep.
So do me a survival check.
Yes.
Yes, you definitely you find a good sized tree that you think would be, sturdy enough to basically carry him. Whack off a branch, measure it, it's long enough. Definitely have a branch now that is long enough and strong enough to carry this little figure.
Perfect. So I want to explain to my companions that we should have the two strongest of us carry him. I'm guessing that's probably Adrian and one other. I'm not sure who. Is anybody feeling particularly strong today?
Yeah, I'm supposed to be strong, but apparently the dice are saying otherwise. But yeah,
Strong,
Sure.
it's not athletic. You just don't know how to use your muscle.
all right. So, do a check again or what?
Well, who's helping you?
So it's going to be Adrian and who?
Not me. I am not strong.
Okay.
I am
So
not
I'm
strong.
going to point out, if it's you, Morsus, you are short, and it's going to be at an angle, and
Awful decision.
drow ass will be in your face.
I'm not excited about this at all. It's not happening.
But
That's hilarious.
still do it. I'm just pointing that out for that visual.
I mean, he can get the other end. He doesn't have to get the butt in the face.
Okay, yeah, he gets drow hair in his face, so he can't see anything.
Either way, it's ugly.
I got DC'd there for. I don't know if I missed anything.
Why don't we? Yeah, I was gonna say, why don't we have Don? Well,
On is probably the next strongest.
yeah, I think Don's used to carrying around animals on a spit.
So where are you guys going to go from here then?
Are we gonna go to the goblin thing?
I thought we were going back to him. Yeah.
Okay. Should I put my helmet on this guy? Because my helmet has the magical, thing of not
Ability to
seeing
F up
everything.
dice?
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Vision impairment.
You discover you cannot take off your cursed helmet. No.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are going to make your way back to the
Wait,
goblin.
I want to blindfold and gag him as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
Good idea. Really good idea.
Easily done with how restrained he is.
Yeah.
Stuff an apple in his mouth.
You guys are on your way to Noron Greenskin's little cavern, who will be basically walking front and back of the big-tide drow.
Do you want me to be in the back since I don't have a good vision?
That's a good idea.
Because Don.
You're carrying, aren't you carrying it?
Yeah, I'm carrying, but I'm the back
So
end of the carry, right? Because there's two, right?
Yeah, but I mean, what's going to be the marching order around?
Oh,
are you
got
gonna
it,
be
got it,
front
got it.
or back? Like, I'm trying to figure out where you guys are.
Oh, okay.
Perspective of how you're going to march.
So then it would probably be my guess would be Morsius would be in the front, and
I'm
then
not feeling great. I got hit quite a bit during that fight.
oh yeah,
He got hit a lot.
Yeah,
He
he
got
did.
hit a lot.
A lot, a
Yeah,
lot, a
we-
lot.
Yeah, we gotta heal him up, huh?
Morsius is kind of not feeling good. Got any
Uh,
healing spells?
Let me see how many.
Who else is? I mean, I have spell slots. I can heal myself.
Okay.
But how is everyone else feeling?
I'm pretty good.
I'm at full hit points.
I feel great.
I feel
I'm just
awesome.
gonna
Nobody
cast-
hit me. In the last 2
gonna
fights,
cast a
nobody has
spell, though.
touched me. Shh! Don't tell the dungeon master.
Yeah. Well, the problem is they saw a dwarf
Yeah, right.
already who they normally are at war with, and then they see him bearing the symbol of the goddess of life, and they're like, "Yeah, guess who's #1 fan?"
Fair. That's fair.
I'm feeling
I'd
feeling
like to
pretty
cast
good.
a second level Cure Wounds on myself.
Go for it.
How do I upcast?
Oh, you do cast, exclamation point, cast spell, whatever the spell is, and then space, L, space, and then the level. So -5 is actually how much it's healing for it. So it's healing for 5 points.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Sweet.
and my guess is like for range would probably be in the middle with us to protect, and then the next one with like the highest armor would probably be the last to be the back. Right?
I was gonna follow Morsus in case he needs another heal.
All right, so Safrina neck behind him.
Opposed?
That way I can heal somebody that's in front of me and somebody that's behind me easily.
We're gonna have the squishiest people in the front and back. Perfect.
So
Or blocking you guys in the back, I'm just saying.
Ragnarok, do you want to go in the back and then leave Adrian carrying at the back, or do you want to guard the back?
I'll guard the back.
Because right now we have Morsus and Safrina at the front, and then basically Dawn at the front carrying the stick, the Drow on a stick, Adrian, and then you at the back.
Sounds good.
All right, you guys are on your way back. La 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 la. Everyone, roll me a perception check.
Oh, he said that, didn't he? I hate that. I hate it when he does that.
Nice, Morsus.
Oh my.
Your Discord is going to kill me because of the bad rolls. I'm just letting you know that right now.
Alright, is that everyone? 1, 2, 3.
It's this cursed helmet.
You need to change your avatar.
I really should.
Alright, Morsus. As you're walking in the front, probably because you are walking in the front and you're familiar with what has happened already, you do recognize like a glint of an arrow just ahead of you, and it looks like there's 2 on each side. So immediately before you like step, you're like, oh crap. You can see like what appears to be 2 people hiding in bushes, and you just catch like a little glint of an arrow.
I tell the party. Can I tell how far away it is?
It's about 60 feet.
60 feet, huh?
Yeah, you're just super hyper conscious of being attacked again. So your dwarven eyes are like, oh crap.
More arrows. I'm very arrow oriented right now.
We need to protect our prisoner because they might try to kill him.
They might.
Is
All
I
right.
with a new prisoner?
Well, that might happen too, but then we'd have to subdue him again and tie him up. So much work.
Adrian wants to do more netting anyway.
Alright, so
I say we set him down between the 2 ranged people.
Okay, and I'll have my shield out and try to block any incoming stuff as best as I can. With my lightning fast reflexes that can't roll.
I can throw some protection on him, but that'll be like using up a spell slot.
I wouldn't use spell slot for protecting him. I would say, is there a rock or somewhere we can put him behind?
Yeah, but you notice if you're gonna like suddenly veer off, like you guys are just, you basically called out like, I see arrows, and everyone's kind of like slowing down. If you start moving to put them somewhere, they're gonna know that they've been spotted. Right now they don't understand that they've been seen yet.
Right.
Your perception was higher than what I rolled, so
Let's attack.
yeah. I mean, you have that. I mean, you literally just drop him and start attacking. You just roll initiative.
I can throw a sacred flame on him for free. It's a cantrip.
Can we? I would say we walk.
60
Just kind
feet.
of wait another turn or so. Just until To wait about another turn or so and I just point out that where they are and wait until everyone else notices them.
Okay.
Just want to make sure we all know where they are, so we're ready.
Okay.
That way, we can all attack at once everyone acknowledges they can see where they are.
Did you already tell us where they're at, though?
Pointed it out, but I don't know. You might not. It's like when I say, "Where's Waldo?" He's in the bottom left corner somewhere. You might not see him immediately.
All right, so you're gonna just walk a little bit more.
They literally just like a couple of feet. We walk slow until we're ready and make sure that everyone's prepped.
Are we sneaking?
Alright.
I think they know where we are.
All
Yeah,
right.
you're literally walking down a path. So Morsus, give me one more, just you. Give me one perception check. Oh, so you're spotting them. You're kind of have your head turned, like walk casual, just trying to see what's there. And suddenly you hear this, and you feel yourself being yanked up in the air. And everyone watches Morsus as a rope wraps around his ankle and flips him upside down, and he's swinging in a tree.
It's a trap.
Everyone roll initiative.
I finally
Mike,
rolled something good.
We did it.
That's
Got
amazing.
above 10.
I know.
I'm still pathetic, but I'm less
What do I-
pathetic.
I
It's
just rolled
eye roll,
1d20.
right?
No, for you guys, it's
Exclamation mark, check, and then init.
Oh, there we go.
Nice, Don.
So the trap springs. You see your dwarven companion suddenly get yanked upside down, and he's swaying in the path in front of you. Don, you are first. Launch that arrow, I assume, or cut your friend down. Either way,
How high? Yeah, I was gonna ask how high is he? How high up?
he's literally only like 4 feet off the ground.
Hanging too, I'm moving target.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah, just keep swinging him.
I'm because this is combat. We can yell and everything. We should be able to hear, right? Or is that no?
On your turn, it would be happening because this is all happening. It's
Okay.
like he's
Okay.
getting sprung. Dawn is pulling out an arrow, and then you will go, and then he will go.
Got
and
it.
then Sabrina, so it's like all in a second. Everyone's reacting right now.
Got it.
Alright.
Okay.
So Dawn, what would you like to do?
I want to. I mean,
Okay, on your turn, you shit.
Not the time.
shush. Over
Seems
him.
like a waste of a turn, but all right.
I want to be cool and shoot the rope that he's hanging from. But if he's so
Good
low, I
idea.
don't think I should risk it.
I mean, he's low, so he's not going to take damage if he falls.
No, but if he's right in front of me, I can just cut him down, right?
True.
What would that be like? What would the check be for that to do it?
So I would say to hit a swinging rope, just a normal attack. So basically I would say like a DC 12 at disadvantage. So you just have to roll higher than a 12 on a disadvantage. Because the rope is swaying back and forth and you're just trying to time it and go bing!
Oh, with
Yeah,
his
but I
arrow though, right?
No, yeah, no. What if I'm saying? What if I just walked up and cut him down? What would I have to roll? Like
Oh,
a dex check
That's your
or?
turn. No, that would be your turn. You'd spend your turn waiting for it to swing, grab it, and like start singing, because it's a fairly thick rope. It's not just a piece of thread. So that's your turn. Is waiting, grabbing the rope, and start cutting.
What about
On
me?
the next turn,
Yeah.
Morsus would basically fall.
Well, what about me and a sword? Would it be any different?
Nope.
Ah,
It's a turn basically to basically hack it
Okay.
down. Because you're both waiting to catch the rope and then hack away at it.
And then he's next on the initiative, so then he would be able to take his turn. Is that correct?
yeah.
He would drop on his turn. Yes.
I stay on the rope. Am I able to cast spells while upside down?
Yes.
All right, then I'm just gonna.
Because you're not impeded in any way. You're just kind of swaying.
I'm cool with this. This doesn't bother me.
All right, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on one of the do we see them now?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like as soon as the trap sprung, they both stand up and basically are ready to fire on you.
Okay.
The arrow goes whizzing by. All right. We go to Morsus, swinging on the rope. What would you like to do?
Get up,
I'd like to cast Flaming Sphere behind.
Like behind them? Okay. It's probably not in there because it's not SRD. What does Flaming Sphere do?
Flaming sphere creates an orb of fire up to 60 feet away. So I figured if I moved a few feet forward, I should have just enough distance
Yep.
to put it behind him.
For sure.
I use my bonus action to ram it into him. He makes a dexterity save or takes 2 fire damage.
Alright. I'll just do dex save. Where are you? Natural 20.
Right, normally they take half damage on a pass. Does that still apply if they pass with a 20?
Yeah, they're still, I mean, they're just successfully making the save, so they'll still take that half damage.
How far away are they from each other?
They're about, I would say 20 feet, because they're on each side of this winding path kind of thing.
Anyone within 5 feet of the fire also takes the same damage at the end of their turn if they don't move.
Okay. So next we go to Adrian. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna get Morsus down since I don't have range.
Okay. So you run up there and you're hacking away with your sword. Bang, bang. All right, that'll be your turn hacking away. Safrina, what would you like to do?
I would like to cast Hold
Okay.
on one of the attackers. The one that does not have Hunter's Mark on it.
So hold effect is paralyzed. So wisdom saving throw for the duration. He is held.
Yeah, we're gonna get more prisoners.
That's my last slot in second level, but worth it.
All right, Ragnarok, your turn. Ooh, is that a critical miss? Why,
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. So go ahead and roll me a exclamation point R space D2. 1 will be Morsus, 2 will be Adrian.
Damn it! Damn it!
You have to do a space.
Exclamation R.
After the R.
Yeah, after the R.
You're killing me, son. Maybe we should play more than every 2 weeks.
Once a week. That's it.
There you go.
Oh my.
So 1 was who? Morsus?
Morsus.
Second was Adrian.
I think so, yeah.
Yep. So as Adrian's trying to cut, the rope is kind of swinging around as he's trying to cut. Blam! Hit Morsus. Go ahead and roll the regular damage of Eldritch Blast, because it doesn't roll the damage on a critical miss. And do not add your charisma. It's just going to be a singe, if you will. Unless you do max damage.
Oh, with 1d10, it's just roll d10.
Yeah, exclamation point R space D10. So
This guy, bro.
exclamation point R space D10. I literally just said it.
Another one.
Hey!
Yeah, that's perfect. So, Morsus, as Adrian's trying to cut you down, he kind of swings you in the way of Ragnarok's attack, and basically Eldritch Blast just kind of singes across your shoulder, and you're like, son of a...
You want it!
Alright,
Ouch.
next we go to the only drow who is not being held, and he kind of puts his bow down for a second, goes, I'm Sifa, and then picks up his bow again.
Uh-oh.
Let me check something real quick. Go back to the top with Dawn.
Nice.
That is for sure a hit.
Very
Should
nice.
use the poison arrow on that guy. 'Cause
Right?
there was some, right?
Did we save any poison?
I thought that was being the arrows were taken, right?
No, the arrows you guys found were normal. There was only one poison arrow that was fired. And then, Morsus, what do you do?
By the way, did you move?
I took the damage off because he did not move because he was casting. And he critical fails. So he takes full damage.
Fail, 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 fail.
He is not looking good. So Adrian, you cut the dwarf. Basically, are you going to carry him down to the ground or just let him fall?
Well, because I'm cutting, I'm just gonna assume that he just took the hit and fell down. Because everything's going really fast. And
Yep.
And so my reaction time would probably be too slow anyways, so he's going down. So then after that, I cut him off. I'm actually gonna go back to the prisoner and have my sword and shield kind of like shielding to protect. I don't want him
Give me
to.
a perception check.
No.
No.
My cursed
One of
helm.
those. He has no perception. Take your helmet off, will you?
Holy
Is this real? This can't be real.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, there's something going on here.
Oh, this is the best. Okay, so you run up and you stand next to the guard. All right.
Oh my god.
All right, Safrina, it is your turn.
I'm gonna attack with my
but
longbow
without the fun.
against
All
the unheld attacker.
Okay.
There we go.
17 hits for sure. Roll damage. Oh wait, it does 4. He goes down.
Hey!
Dead.
Alright.
So now it is only the held one. All right, Ragnarok. What would you like to do?
Kill him!
Well, he's already dead, so we can probably take another prisoner.
No,
Oh,
the held one's not
there.
dead.
Oh, the held one is... Yeah, but we can take him
We need
prisoner.
a second prisoner.
Yeah.
He can still make a savings throw.
No, kill him.
Now it's still combat, so that hits for sure for 8 damage.
So you want to kill him and not take a second prisoner?
That's correct.
Yeah, we already have one. I don't see the
I don't-
need for another one.
Yeah, do we need a second one? I don't see. It would be too cumbersome at that point.
And it's wisdom save, right? Against you, Natalie?
Yes.
He is awake.
Et.
So he is awake.
Also took 7 fire damage on his turn.
He what?
He did +4 damage for my attack as well.
Okay. So back to the top with Dawn.
Oh, nice.
Not 20. Oh, Jesus. So 11 points. He's hurting now. I don't think he's gonna make it.
You say that all the time, yet they still do somehow.
Great.
Well, he's so low on the initiative, he does even difficult if he wanted to run, because everyone's going to get a shot at him, because he's last on the initiative. So, Morsus, go ahead and go.
We'll jam my
Oh,
fireball into him, which is already on him.
7 is going to fail. Want to roll damage?
He's still alive.
He is clinging to life.
Okay, now I want him to make a wisdom.
Alright, you're going to do Toll the Dead.
Yes.
6. He fails.
11 necrotic.
Alright, down he goes.
Alright, now I
He is
will
dead.
walk towards our captive. Alright, so I should have enough movement, so I walk up to him just to check on him, make sure he get shot or away or anything.
So, go ahead and roll me a perception, see if you notice something. Yeah, he is glowing.
Aw, man.
So yeah, maybe the other guy put like a GPS
Does it look
on
like
him.
fairy fire?
It certainly does.
So I let everyone know there's a caster around here.
What would you like to do now?
Is there any way to remove that?
You are currently out of initiative. Combat appears to be over for all intents and purposes.
I am looking around to see if there's anyone else.
Go ahead and roll perception. We will take the 13, and you see nothing. But you have a feeling, because you've cast Fairy Fire, you know how that spell works, and he has that same kind of glow that you've seen before, that someone is somewhere nearby.
I would like to cast Detect Magic.
Alright, for a duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn the school of magic, blah blah blah. So, you do not sense anything near you, so whoever the
Ooh.
caster is may be 31 feet away from you,
Damn. Okay.
Wait,
or further.
Fair
for
enough.
the duration, so you can just walk around.
Mhm.
It lasts for I think 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, I would.
Yep.
I would like to walk about 5 feet ahead of where I am.
Okay, so you walk, nothing.
Okay. That's as far as I'm willing
Want
to go.
continue walking?
Nope. Mm-mm. I'm
But you
good
can
with that.
walk. But there's other sides too. I mean, it's a 360. If you walk one direction in one way, that could mean the opposite direction or whatever
Okay, how about
is
this? I will
off.
walk around our group as a central point in a complete circle, 5 feet away.
All right. Natalie, go ahead and give me a survival check.
Oh shit!
13.
Really good.
You think you hear like animals? You think you hear animals like moving in the shrubbery, like so it could just be rabbits, but you do hear something moving, but it's probably just rabbit.
Are we assuming this caster is another drow, or do we think it could be something else?
How far is our goblin friend?
He from here, he's probably like an hour trek away.
Son of a
figured let's just keep going, but keep an eye out.
I'm out of spells, guys.
Does anyone have like a blanket to cover him so that he's not glowing anymore?
It's an idea. It is a very, very valid idea.
No, we can just interrogate him here. We've traveled long enough, right? We're far enough away from the Kuatoa?
I'm out of spells, though.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
And I can cast Zone of Truth. What do you think, guys? Want to just interrogate him
It
here?
might be our last chance to interrogate the little.
It might be, so...
He is very dangerous to travel with.
20. And as you cast that spell, you're like, obviously, you hear this, and it's kind of like, sounds like a weird animal. And all of a sudden you hear like a kind of like a thundering, like, and you hear like shrubbery, like, going, as if something is rapidly approaching you. Rearing out of the bushes is something that looks like this.
Picturing a chocobo.
Aw, but it's cute.
That thing is awesome. I love that guy.
Cute.
There.
I'm
You
cute.
take his beak.
Everyone go ahead and roll initiative. Alrighty then. So we're gonna start with the top with Morsus. This huge creature comes roaring out of the bushes.
Has it entered my zone of
No,
truth?
it was making cute noises before.
It has not. So you can, that's what I was gonna say. You can tell the quote unquote cute noises did not come from this beast. It sounds like something may have called it. Two very distinct sounds. One kind of sound like a weird whistle, whereas the owlbear makes this weird high-pitched owl screeching noise.
Nasty. Doesn't sound cute anymore.
Can I make a perception check to try to tell where the whistle came from?
Yeah, give me a survival check, because you're trying to see where in this little shaded area of the woods, if you will. 11. It came from, if you're looking at the owlbear, it would have came to your left.
I want to move
So
in that
like
direction.
it's like it's in front of you. Okay.
And where's
I'd like to use all my movement going towards where I think the sound came from. I'm looking for it.
And then Ragnarok, your turn. What do you do?
We cast Hex.
Oh, okay.
And then bonus action, I'm gonna cast another spell.
AC 12 misses.
Oh,
Next we go to... Oh, it's the owlbear. He goes... And he has multi-attack.
ah,
This will be his beak. 12. And then... This will be his claw.
So, am I close to whoever he's attacking for me to do my protection stance?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I'd like to do a protection stance to do the I guess the disadvantage.
And who he is targeting is ironically none of you.
oh yeah, he's attacking the prisoner.
Yes.
Of course he is. I knew I should have saved the spell slot.
He rakes in 10 points of damage. The guard screams and is flailing on the stick.
Oh no! Can somebody?
He's technically on the ground, but... Alright, Morsus. Go ahead and give me another survival check. Natural 20. Through the shrubbery, you do spot some white hair. And you kind of look over there, and you can... since you rolled a nat 20, I'm just going to give you the opportunity to move to her.
I'm basically just looking and trying to move straight towards whatever I think that it is. And do I have enough movement to get to them?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. With a nat 20, you kind of moved in that direction, and with a nat 20, I'm just going to give it to you that you were close enough to be able to move up to her. You do see a female drow suddenly stand up, and she's like waving her hands around.
I will cast Spiritual Weapon.
Feel free to make your attack, good sir. AC 8 is going to miss. Next we go to Ragnarok. What do you do? So 24 does indeed hit the owlbear. And then what is your bonus with the hex? It's a d6. Plus you have bonus with your...
Oh, bonus 4, so that's 6, and I'm gonna roll a d6 right now for the Hex.
Okay.
8 total damage to the owlbear.
So owlbear. So
Really?
what would you like to do, Mike, if you... Are you gonna attempt to...
Yes, I will. Based off the picture, it looks like the swipe actually hurts more than the beak.
Yeah, I'd say
So
the claw.
I would say claw then.
So, okay, so his regular beak... plus beak attack is hitting, and then you're blocking the claw, right?
Mhm.
So I'll do this twice. Oops. So 10. Oh god, I always think that the shift up will give me the same command again. And then 13. So second hit will miss. So he gets only his beak attack, which is so 12 points of damage.
Ouch. How's our prisoner?
It needs to be my turn.
He had stopped screaming. He's looking like he's like fading. It is Dawn's turn. Oh, Adrian, you rolled the worst on this. You're last on the initiative.
I know, and I have something that might be able to save this.
You see Morsus running in a specific direction.
So if I look in that direction, I'm assuming I can't see this person.
I would give you a survival check to try to spot the female drow. All right, so you made a survival check, so you do see it.
I'm gonna use a sharpshooter, and I'm going to attack O first.
That is for sure going to hit. So you hit her for 5.
It's actually 15 because of the sharpshooter. It adds 10 damage, and then I have to roll for hunters. So that was 21 damage total, right?
So, here's a question. Is our captor dying?
He is for sure dying. Well, I should say he is very close to dying.
So I would like to cast Spare the Dying on our captive.
And Spare the Dying is a cantrip, so you still have an action technically if you want.
So as an action,
think
I would
Spare the
like
Dying.
to attack the marked female drow with my
You would have
longbow.
to roll. You would have to roll survival to see her,
Okay.
because
So
it's marked for your hunter, but it's not like WoW where there's an arrow pointing over her head.
No glowing arrow. All right, I'm gonna check
So roll
survival.
survival first, and then if it's high enough. But you know something's over.
It's not high enough.
That ain't
The
it.
owl bear is like standing in your way, like as if you're trying to like slam a dunk in the basket. He's like, raw.
So do I still have an action, or I'm done?
You do. You basically try to look. You're trying to look at what Dawn is shooting at and where your dwarven cleric just ran off to. But
see nothing.
the owl bear is just looming over you, so your vision can't get around this massive figure standing in front of you. We'll go back to the top. Not
Wait,
just kidding.
wait.
Your time. Just kidding. I said.
I can feel the tension that Adrian just spit into the microphone.
If this
I had to do
lands,
it.
if this
I had to
lands,
do it. I was like,
I
son
hope
of
this
a
lands. If this lands. So, well, actually, I'm going to do compelled duel, because compelled duel says that I can compel a creature into a duel, one creature that you can see. So that's going to be this owlbear, and then it must make a wisdom savings throw, and on a failed save, the creature is drawn to me, and for the duration, which is a minute, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than me. And then it must make a wisdom savings throw each time it attempts to move to a space that is more than 30 feet away from me.
What is the savings throw for compelled duel?
It says a DC 13, but it says wisdom, yes.
It is compelled to duel you.
I am going to try to attack this thing with my sword.
Slaughter it.
AC 12 will miss. We can go to the top. Morsus, what do you do?
First, I will move my spiritual weapon to directly above the drow.
I'm
have
over
it-
here, guys!
Have it attack straight down. So it's just going up and down like a hunter's mark.
You even color it red.
The red spear.
My
It
spiritual
looks like an
weapon is
arrow.
an hour. Oh, you rolled a 1. Sweet.
That's a
Go
miss.
ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll damage. Just normal. Don't add any bonuses. Just whatever. If it's like a d6, just do exclamation point R d6 1. So you go to move it up and down, and in the process, when it comes down a little too hard and fast because you're trying to signal your buddies, and you do hit yourself in the head for 1 point of damage.
So I will cast Toll the Dead next.
She needs to make a wisdom save, right?
She needs to roll a 13 or higher.
She rolls a 16.
Hey, I'm doing a whole lot over here. And I will yell out to the party, I could use some help over here with this drow lady.
All right, so now officially everyone can see her, and like you see a spiritual hammer moving, and you can basically hear Morsus over here. Ragnarok, what would you like to do?
Okay, I'm gonna cast Hex on the female drow. I mean, not Hex, sorry, Eldritch Blast.
That is for sure gonna hit, and 5 damage plus your charisma.
So 9 total.
And then Owlbear. So in order to, here comes the beak.
The odds be ever in your favor.
AC 14.
This misses.
All right, and here come the claws. AC 22.
Son of a bitch.
Damage 1.
Well, it's going to be at least 6 because it has plus 5 on a bonus. So 12.
Shit.
Okay. Oof.
Now beast.
All right, we go to Dawn. You see the owl beast turn on your paladin and tries to beak him, but the paladin puts up the shield, knows how to block the beak, but then gets sucker punched by the claw that comes from the side.
I'm gonna use sharpshooter and I'll attack with my longbow.
AC 13 will hit.
It's only 8, actually. It's only 8 because of the sharpshooter.
Then yeah, that's missed. All right, Safrina, what do? You see the owlbear raking into your paladin friend.
I would like to attack the owlbear.
All right.
However, before I do that, since it's a cantrip, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on the owlbear.
Sacred Flame away. DC 12 on a dex save. What is your dex? Plus 1. Plus 1. It makes it so radiant damage. Target gains no benefit from cover.
So he has no benefit for cover, but he
Yep,
did not
so he
take
makes it.
damage, right?
Yep.
Alright, and then I'm going to attack the little stinker with my longbow.
23 for short hits and 10. Ooh, nice. 10 points of damage.
Okay, so since he hits, no more compelled door.
You can compel him again, Mike.
No, I cannot.
No?
I cannot.
There's a spell slot to cast that. Paladins don't have a lot of spell slots.
Oh.
But that's a while because now it's Adrian's turn, so plenty of time.
Get him, Adrian. Attack, attack, attack. Or heal our poor dying friend.
I can't.
That spell he cast was his only way to protect the dying friend. Now
Yes.
the dying guy's gonna die.
Mm-hmm. I don't have anything else to do, so I'm going to just attack.
Spell attack.
Yeah.
That's a hit, bro. That's a hit.
Yeah.
For 5.
All right, Morsus, what would you like to do? Spiritual weapon hits. AC 15 for 7.
And
Anything
they'll
else?
also have them make a wisdom save or Toll the Dead.
18.
Okay, never mind.
All right, and then we go to Ragnarok.
I'm gonna switch back to the owlbear that has Hex on it.
Okay. AC 17 for sure hits. Yep, it hits. For tell me whatever the damage is.
7.
You and your no. Well, he has
Oh.
a charisma bonus on top of it plus hex, so he rolls a d6 also on top of that. So that's 9 plus whatever your charisma bonus is, right?
13 total.
13 total.
13. All right. It's bloodied. So Owlbear goes.
Freaking
Disadvantage with
Yep.
my protection
Which one?
stance.
Which one do you want to do? Beak or claw?
Claw.
So it'd be the second one. So his beak will be normal. It's gonna hit. Claw. First attempt at claw.
It's a fail either way.
So yeah, beak hits. Your friend is gushing blood from his chest. Where was I? Oliver, Dawn, your turn.
My buddy can handle himself over there with the female. I'm gonna attack the owlbear.
Okay. Oh. Yeah.
That's not the move.
1, 2, 3. Who's around you? We have Ragnarok, Safrina. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3. So you are hitting Ragnarok with your arrow. So you kind of turn real quick, and the owlbear's arm kind of goes up, which kind of hits your arm just as you release your arrow, and it shoots a little premature. hitting Ragnarok, go ahead and just roll normal damage. No bonuses or anything like that. Just whatever arrow damage is.
I do something as a joke once he does this.
I already know what you're gonna do. Hellish Rebuke.
I just want to know what damage would happen.
Alright, cool. So he only hits you for 1 damage. Are you gonna Hellish Rebuke back?
Oh.
Oh. Do the -I. Do you really want to do Hellish Rebuke?
No, it's a joke.
And then that was Dawn's awesome move. Safrina, you see your your warlock randomly get hit with an arrow. The prisoner is looks like he's dead or dying rapidly.
I'm casting Spare the Dying again.
Okay.
I would like to attack the frigging ale beast.
Okay. Roll to hit. 19 for sure hits for 3 points of damage. Adrian, your turn. That is for sure a ton of damage. Holy crap. Alright. It is way more than bloody now. Alright. And Morsus, you're suddenly enveloped in pitch black darkness.
Am I able to tell my weapon to attack where it thinks she might be? Attack at disadvantage, I guess?
I would give you a disadvantage on it. You don't know if it hit or not.
Likely.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
I'm gonna walk back and try to
Okay.
leave until and then see if I can get out of the darkness.
Yep. So it takes you move about, I think it's 20 feet back, and you're able to kind of get out. You know, it starts getting a little less dark around you, a little less inky. And then for everyone else, roll me a quick perception. So for everyone who got higher than a 10, you notice that the owlbear's eyes aren't glowing like they were a moment ago. Like you notice a light kind of dims in his eyes.
I see the owlbear?
You can see the owlbear, yeah. You knew it was there when you remember it reared up and you kind of took off, so you know it's there.
I see a wall of darkness on one side and an owlbear on the other side. Is that right?
Yep, correct.
Cast Toll the Dead on the owlbear.
All right, Toll the Dead. It makes a wisdom save, right? So he makes an 18.
Alright, he's a wise owlbear.
He's a very wise owlbear.
How come I don't have Toll the Dead?
Before you were playing, I was saying that only spells from the player's handbook were available.
Mm-hmm.
But Morsus has played D&D before, so he was just using Toll the Dead, and I just said, no other spells outside of the player's handbook are available to you, just Toll the Dead.
Gotcha.
So I was just letting him use that. The other spells have to be unlocked. There's a quest that
That's
another
reasonable.
party has. Yeah, and then you guys will also probably get. Alright. And Ragnarok, your turn. AC 10 will miss. Everyone there sees the owlbear basically kind of look around, and it turns to start to run. We'll go in order of those standing near him. Ragnarok, I'm going to give you an attack of opportunity to try to hit him one more time. That for sure hit. You down him.
Nice.
So as he turns to flee, you go, and he just collapses forward. And then the darkness around Morsus clears, and there is no priestess to be seen.
Can anyone do anything for our prisoner?
After she
Bear's
casts Spare the
dying.
Dying, is he still bleeding?
She has stopped bleeding. He's also not. He went to -11.
I'm going to go to the owlbear and I'm going to cut off its. Dawn, maybe you should do it because you have a better nature.
Okay.
You have a better
Actually-
nature.
Survival.
Or survival.
Survival.
Or maybe we should just cut off the head. Wait, no.
Oh.
But then the goblin. Oh my. I don't know anymore. Does no one get the beak?
I still know the drow is not that far, as combat just ended. As soon as the darkness disappeared, I want to run that direction and see if I see her.
You see no indication of her. You suspect that when she did darkness, she probably did like fairy step. Yeah, she essentially used magic to teleport away. But it is not the last time you'll see her.
So,
I bet.
remember what I said to
Wait a
take
minute.
another prisoner? Just saying.
Shush,
We're so close, Sophrenia. One more level and 300 gold away.
I'll go ahead and try to remove the owlbear's beak.
Okay, give me a survival check. Exclamation point. Check space survive. You have yourselves a beak.
I'd like to, I guess, untie the ropes from the dead body and give it back to Don, who was holding the rope for me. Hey, thanks for holding the rope for me. And I'm gonna kick the dead body because it is useless weight for me now. Kick. He was heavy.
You guys are gonna make it? Are you? Are you continuing to the?
Yeah, I got nothing. I need some rest, guys. Where can we rest?
Not at the
Jeez.
goblin place because we tried and it sucked. Remember?
You can try there again. It's just he was crazy and made a lot of noise, but that's probably going to be the safest place. So you guys make it no problem all the way back. You suspect that the drow have basically done what they wanted to do. They wanted to make sure their own kind was not captured. So, as I don't know if you remember, the goblin had said there's owlbears everywhere down here, and you can just probably run into one just walking around. So, you guys make it back, and the goblin's not there. Like, his stuff is bubbling and stuff like that, but he's currently not there. If you guys would like to rest,
Yes.
you do have that option.
Rest, yes.
Inside, lay down.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to set up a guard, or just to, you only need one?
I'll take first watch since I can recover half.
So what's the command for the long rest? Because we're doing a long rest, right?
Yep. So long rest is, I want to say it's GLR. Yeah. All right. So it's 7:51. Do we want to just stop here? Because I know you have the hard cutoff at 8:30.
Up to you guys. If you want to go another 45 minutes, I'm good with it.
It's up to you guys.
I honestly would like to go because we're doing this every other week, and I'm still interested in doing more. But I'm also game if people have like commitments or whatever they need to do and end it early. I'm fine with that.
Sabrina has a hard cutoff. Ragnarok and Dawn have kids. If they're okay to keep going, we'll keep going.
I'm okay for at least another 45.
Okay. And then Dawn said yes. What about you, Ragnarok? So you all get a long rest, and you're all very thankful for it. Your bodies are aching. Gonna go ahead and let everyone basically get full hit points because it is not an ideal like hotel kind of place that you're staying at in this cave. But he does have like patches of like hay and stuff that he's kind of made beds out of where he just randomly passes out while he's at a table. So he kind of just makes potions until he just falls backwards. So there's ample place to basically sleep in here. So it's not the best night, but it is enough that everyone basically gets full hit points, all their spells back, life is good. And approximately like an hour after you guys are up, eating some of your rations, everyone go ahead and take a day's off worth of rations off your character sheet. All right, and then roughly an hour later, you hear this, and in comes in Noran. He's like, "Oh, friends, I do, yes. Oh, do you have a present for Noran?"
Yes, we do.
I have everything. I'll give him the eyes and the beak.
All right. So he takes it and he's like, oh, nice eyes, yeah. And he puts it into a little vial and starts stirring. He's like, let this sit for a while, yes. Oh, and the beak. And he takes it, puts it in a little thing, and just starts smashing it and grinding it down. He's like, owl bears everywhere. Not surprised you saw one.
Ask him if he sees the owlbears traveling with the drow very often.
Oh, yes. Yes, drow charm owlbears. Use them for guards. Kill dwarves and other goblins and creatures.
They're like their pets.
Yes.
I would like to show Neuron my dagger
Okay, the one with the rune?
with the strange runes and ask him, do you know what these mean?
He looks at it and he goes, the dark one. Yes, this is a drow dagger. Evil it is. Very evil. And he kind of like steps away from it, like,
Is it safe to carry?
He's like, oh, Noran, no touch. Not sure if it's safe or not. And he kind of looks you in the eye, kind of see if you're charmed or not. He's like, you seem okay for an elf. I think it might be safe for you.
Okay.
And he looks at you and goes, so you have other presents for Noran. What about the heart of a troll? Or the heart of a basilisk? Or the eyes of a carrion crawler? Or some shrieker caps?
Not yet.
We will be
Big
getting
brain.
them.
he looks somewhat disappointed, like he was like super excited to make the potion, so he just kind of heaves a deep sigh and it's like, Noron, wait. Where would you guys like to go next? You have the map that basically shows you where the trolls are, where the basilisks kind of hang out, where the carrion crawlers are, and there's a big hill where the shriekers are known to hang out. And near the shriekers, there's also the myconoids where you need the pacify spores. And then further down, like it's like quite a bit of journey heading towards lava, is where the Maggymen are, and you need some of them for
They're ashes. Yeah.
Yep. And then there's also a hook core, which you can kind of find around caves and stuff like that.
About the basilisks, they seem to hang out in a specific area, right?
We
The
can.
basilisks dwell in the swamp of glowing gemstones, which is a few hours away.
I think we should head towards the myconid so that we can
we
get the shrieker
two.
caps.
Yeah.
And then, since they're a rather good people, as long as we don't irritate the shit out of them, we have to annoy one to get the pacify spores.
What's the closest then from us?
The carrion crawlers are in the same swamp. They're in the swamp just before the glowing gemstones.
Okay. So that's 2 to 3 hours?
Mm-hmm.
And then how far away are the myconids and the shrieker caps?
They are, let's see, if you mouse at the top, they are actually probably like an hour away.
1 hour?
I'd say we should go for closest, right?
Yeah.
The Magmen and the... We already
Magmen
got
are the furthest.
furthest, along with the
Yeah.
hook cars.
Yep, the hook cores live in the same area. So when you start going towards the Magmen, hook cores kind of hang out in that same cavern area. The Magmen are a little bit further,
And the trolls?
and the trolls are kind of everywhere. Let me see. They live to the west. Is primarily where there's a big area of trolls.
Yeah, I'd say the closest one. So
Myconid.
Okay, so the myconoids and the shriekers.
yeah.
Yes.
So you guys basically follow, the map that you remember the Flamebeard gave you a map, and then Noron basically corrected it, where he's like, nope, all these caverns are closed. This river's been redirected over here, and kind of marked everything out. This was the pseudo map, which is not 100% accurate because I didn't finish updating it. So that was the pseudo map. But as you guys basically follow it to where the myconoids live, for everyone who's played WoW, think of Zangamarsh, I think it's pronounced.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Purple mushrooms.
It resembles very much like Zangamarsh.
I really thought about that.
So you can see like little things. They look like jellyfish, kind of floating in the air. Everyone, please roll me a Constitution save. So Ragnarok, since you took the lowest amount, or rolled the lowest, and you actually also critical failed on top of that. As you get into this area, there's spores everywhere. They're like getting in your nose, your eyes. You actually feel like your skin is like extremely irritated. Everything just feels like icky. Like you brush it off, and you just, every time you look, it looks like the spores are still on you. Like you actually think you might be hallucinating. So your Asmir friend is completely tripping out. He's vocalizing and not being aware of his surroundings. Like he's walking into mushrooms because he can't actually see the path in front of him.
Can I check to see if there's anything that's around that may look humanoid or sentient, I guess? I don't know.
Go ahead and roll me a survival check. Natural effing 20. You unfortunately do not see it. It's literally just the mushrooms having an effect. It's the spores. It's not actually anything triggering it.
Mhm.
He just brushed up against the spore
Yeah.
and basically kicked it up, and he's hallucinating. Like
Okay.
it's as if he's just tripping on bad mushrooms.
I would like to cast protection from poison on our friend. Because
That gif is perfect.
that is
Fine.
awesome. So
I see no problems here.
cast protection. I doubt this is going to come up, but we'll try it. Protection from poison. So it should cure him and help him going forward. Yeah.
All right, Ragnarok. Your visions the colors and all the beautiful things you were seeing eventually kind of fade away, and you see your elven priestess looking at you like, "Get your together." All right, so you guys proceed, and it takes like a good hour or so. You do eventually see a massive hill, and from the note that Noron told you is a bunch of shriekers. You can find them on the top of the hill. Like the myconoids basically harvest them. All right, you guys gonna go up there?
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
do it.
game for it.
Yep.
You know, guys on top of the hill were a pretty good target, right?
All right, so as you guys go up there and you start to whack, as soon as you touch one, you see like a little branch sticking out from it. And all of a sudden it starts vibrating and shrieking really loud. And then it touches another one, and then it touches another one,
Oh,
and then it
Jesus.
touches another one. And suddenly there's this super high-pitched screeching going on the top of the hill. They're called shriekers for a reason.
We just gotta kill it. Smash it.
No, they're.
Wait, are they?
Cut.
They're alive or are they not alive? They're
That's
just
it.
mushrooms.
They're fungus.
We only need to bring back a cap, right? So
Yeah,
you said
just
one
one
cap is
cap.
about the size of a football?
Yep.
Alright,
So it's just a matter of decapitating them.
I'm trying to rip off a cap.
Yeah, just give me a strength check. So you see your dwarf, he kind of puts his feet down and just kind of gives it a good twist, just like breaking someone's neck, and just rips it off. And that shrieker stops. But the other ones are still going. Shriek, shriek, shriek. That's only one, you need 5.
Ooh, red.
I mean, you can run, but you're going to have to come back for 4 more.
I know it seems cool to
With you.
rip them off. Yeah, don't we have a paladin that has a big sword? Maybe he can cut them off.
Yep.
All right.
I think
Yeah.
we could lop off 2 at a time, personally.
So
It's a big sword.
Maybe 1.
So do it.
It's 1. They're big mushrooms.
Okay. So what do I just do? A check, or
No, just roll to hit, basically.
okay?
So between that, you just get in there and you start hacking away while they're all buzzing and making noise. And you manage to hack off 4 more, so you have a total of 5. And then...
How many are left?
And then I'm gonna
Oh,
get attacked.
So that's probably gonna miss you. A arrow goes whizzing by you, Adrian.
Okay.
Duck!
Everyone want to roll initiative for me?
Back to the low rolls again. I see the trend here.
All right. So an arrow goes whizzing by, and you hear your paladin go, "We're under attack!" Safrina, what do you do? And it came from down below on the hill. You guys have higher ground.
We do.
It worked for Obi-Wan, so...
Can I see who's attacking us?
Yeah. So at the bottom, you can see what look like furry humanoids. They kind of have a jackal-looking face. They stand on 2 feet. They wear ragged-looking clothes. And let me get the picture for you.
They don't sound
They're
very.
Ewoks?
I think I know what these are.
They're not Ewoks.
Alright, yeah, I think I want to cast Sacred Flame.
So you can see, like, you cast your Sacred Flame, and it's like... it just kind of runs out of the way. And next we go to Dawn.
How close together are they?
They are actually fairly close together in this.
Okay, so I will use a bonus action to cast Hail of Thorns. Then Hail of Thorns, any creature within 5 feet takes 1d10 piercing damage on fail or half damage on a save, and they have to make a dex save. That obviously only happens if my attack hits.
Yeah, AC 18 hits for sure. 19. So one of them you hit.
They take half damage on fail, so still take half of 1d10. Well, there you go. Big damage.
All right, Morsus, what would you like to do? 2 of them are running up the hill, like that's the direction you can tell they're going. One of them looks bigger than the others, and the other one is the archer that's basically shooting.
Alright, I'll cast Shield of Faith on myself. I'm gonna walk in their direction just so I'm the first one to get to.
And then we go to the gnolls. So 2 of them are running up to you to engage with you since you've come forward. One hits with AC 18, which I think misses because of your +2, right? Those 2 miss. And then the other one is firing past you, and that's probably going to miss for the elf. And the big one barks something in a language you don't understand. And then we go to Ragnarok.
I'm gonna hex the big guy.
So big guy AC 16, right? That hits.
18 damage total.
Adrian, what do you do?
Alright, so I'm gonna move up to the front as well since I'm at the mushrooms right now. So I would like to be right next to whoever is up in the front. I think that's Morsus, and I'll also attack, I guess, the closest target.
20 for sure hits.
Hey, there we go.
Yay!
Damage. You put him down. All right, Safrina, it is your turn.
Alright, I would like to fire and attack with my arrow at the next closest knoll.
That would be the one with Adrian and Morsius. That is for sure going to hit. So 4 damage. Power.
Was I before or after the knolls?
Dawn, and then you. So
Arrow shooter and the boss, are they within 5 feet of each other, or are they spread out?
arrow shooter is with the boss, yes.
Okay, so I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on the arrow shooter.
AC 14. You hit.
Okay.
8 damage.
8 damage, and then I can use Hornbreaker to take another shot since the boss is within 5 feet of him.
Yep, go for it. That is for sure going to hit. The archer is looking very bad right now. Morsus, your turn. Good sir.
So is the archer the one that's the most injured looking?
No, the one that Adrian killed is the one that looks the worst off.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah, it's the archer.
Hey.
One standing. Cast Toll the Dead on the archer.
11.
Take 6 necrotic damage.
Down goes the archer. Arr! And then the gnolls go. The warrior, once again, feels like, alright, it's my turn now. I see you killed my friend. I'm going to attack you, Paladin. He misses by a long shot. And you guys notice the boss has turned around and he's running.
Is there anyone I can kill that's close to me?
Yeah, the other dude.
All
The one who
right.
just took a swing at you and missed.
All right.
13 is going to miss on this one.
Damn. Well, I spit in his face then.
He bathes in it. Alright, Safrina, what would you like to do? The boss is now at 70 feet.
I think you skipped me. Because
I think
everyone
you
went again.
Did.
That's
Yeah,
why I'm
so
holding.
I was
sorry.
supposed to go before Adrian.
Yeah.
I can still hit him with Eldritch Blast, so I'm gonna attack him.
AC 10 will miss. Now we're back at the top.
Cool.
So now I get to go? I am going to cast Guiding Bolt.
That'll hit AC 11, however, will miss. Dawn, it is your turn.
I want to use my bonus action to move my mark from the dead archer to the boss.
Natural 20, that's for sure going to hit, and you do 13 damage.
Nice.
He's still alive. He's kind of like, oh crap! Got a big arrow in his back.
Oh, he has
and
a-
another 3. Morsius, your turn.
Walk 10 feet towards him, and then cast Toll the Dead.
9 is a fail. 2. He is still slowly moving. I'll tell you right now, he was at 4 hit points, he's down to 2. I'll let you know that much.
You're gonna tease us like that, huh?
You are.
So on his move, he is dashing. He's doing a double move to get away, so that puts him at an additional 60 feet. And then we go to Ragnarok.
So I'm
can
checking
get-
the distance of Eldritch Blast. I think it's 120, right? So that
You can move.
I'll move 30 feet towards him and then cast it. Miss
We are
again.
just failing.
That does miss. So Adrian, your turn.
Alright, well, it's too far. The other guy is too far for me to do anything, so this guy hopefully going to die. It's right next to me.
Nice.
That for sure hits. Land 6 damage. He is still standing. He is bloodied.
Mother! I spit in his face again!
He just rubs it all over him like in a super sexual manner.
You like that, don't you? You dirty
do
knoll,
know.
you. I got some more for you.
Can you honor your god with a gnome?
Safrina, it is your turn.
I'm going to attack the fleeing leader with my uber proficient longbow skills.
That for sure is going to hit. And 5 damage takes him down.
Yay!
So, Don, it is your turn.
I'll move my mark to Mike's guy and attack him. With sharpshooter, I ignore everything but full cover.
Just don't hit my shoulder. Just don't hit my shoulder.
He's gonna roll a 1.
11 damage puts him down. So, everyone go ahead and do an investigation. So, as you guys go through and search the various bodies, Adrian, you find a map.
Ooh. Maps.
Okay.
And on it, in the upper right-hand corner, is the symbol of a black widow.
Oh no, no, we don't need to go there, Mike. Mm-mm.
However, looking at it, it is everything you see looks like it might not be a crazy establishment. It looks like it might be some kind of city. So go ahead and roll me an investigation.
Ah, I see a spider.
You think it's a city, you just don't know what it might be.
I found a map, everyone, with the symbol of a spider on here. No clue what it is, but just want to let you know I found something.
Did we find anything else amongst the dead bodies or no? Just the map?
No gold. The weapons are really shoddy. All right, and it is 8:42, which is right around 8:45. So it seems like this would be a perfect place to stop, and we'll pick up with you guys going after the myconoids.